Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here today because we're looking at something that's literally changing the way we work from the ground up. For the past couple of years, we've all been completely fascinated by conversational AI. You type a prompt, it spits out a clever response, and hey, it's pretty great. But we're standing at the edge of a massive shift right now. We're moving from AI systems that just talk to autonomous, action-driven systems that actually do. So today, we're unpacking the architecture behind this brand new digital workforce. Really think about that for a second. What actually happens when AI stops just chatting and starts doing real work? We kind of have to throw out our current idea of AI as just some helpful little chatbot. Picture this, an AI that doesn't just draft an email for you, but actually dives into your customer database, pulls the latest sales figures, analyzes the whole shebang, flags a weird anomaly, and then fires off a highly targeted email to your sales team to get it fixed, all completely on its own. That's the real power of agentic AI. It's AI executing real-world tasks. So, here's a quick look at the agenda for our explainer today. We'll start with Section 1, the Agentic AI Revolution. Then Section 2, setting the business goal. Section 3 covers the multi-agent workforce. Section 4 is memory and execution tools. And we'll wrap up with Section 5, governance and real-world impact. All right, let's just dive right in. What we're looking at here is basically the ultimate blueprint for the future of work, the complete agentic AI architecture. Now, I know, it looks like a ton of moving parts, but don't worry. We're going to break this complex blueprint down together, step by step, so you can see exactly how all these pieces flow together into this incredible, fully autonomous ecosystem. Starting off with Section 1, the Agentic AI Revolution, connecting AI to your world. Take a look at the sheer variety of input sources over on the far left of our blueprint. This system, it plugs directly into the tools you use every single day. We're not just talking about typing a simple query into a chat box anymore. No way. We're talking about deep, seamless integration with SQL databases, massive data warehouses, all those scattered PDFs and spreadsheets, external web APIs, and even heavy-duty enterprise systems like your CRM or ERP. Basically, this architecture takes your static, sleepy data and transforms it into active, pulsating inputs for the AI to run with. And all of that rich data feeds right into this core mantra sitting at the very top of the architecture. Plan, reason, execute, validate, adapt. This absolutely isn't some basic, one-and-done software script. It's an intelligent loop. It thinks before it acts, it actually checks its own work, and, crucially, it learns for the next time around. Moving on to Section 2, setting the business goal, the spark that ignites the system. Now, the coolest part about all this is that despite the incredibly complex technical stuff that's about to happen under the hood, the whole process kicks off incredibly simply. It starts with plain old natural language. A human being, you, just sets a clear business objective. You don't need to know how to write code to start this engine. You literally just state what you want. Something like, hey, analyze last quarter's churn rate and generate a retention strategy. That single, simple, natural language goal becomes the North Star for absolutely everything that follows. Next up is Section 3, the multi-agent workforce. Meet your new digital team. I want you to stop thinking about this as just software. Instead, think of it as a highly specialized corporate team. The flow here is just beautiful to watch. Step 1 is your planner agent, kind of like your ultra-organized project manager. It takes your massive goal and chops it up into bite-sized tasks. Step 2 is the retrieval agent. That's the researcher of the group, digging through your databases and APIs for context. Step 3 is the execution agent. This is your doer, the one actually interacting with apps to get things done. Step 4 is the validation agent, double-checking the work for accuracy. And finally, Step 5 is the reporting agent, the presenter who synthesizes everything into actionable insights for you. It's literally a perfect digital assembly line. But hold on, what happens if something actually goes wrong? Well, that's exactly where the verifier, or critic agent, steps in. Honestly, this is probably the most important hire on your new digital team. It acts as a ruthless internal quality assurance department. Let's say the execution agent pulls a weird number or hallucinates a completely random fact. The critic agent catches it instantly, evaluates the error, and literally hits the brakes, triggering a retry. It forces the system to refine its results before a human ever even sees it. It's like that meticulous editor we all wish we had proofreading our emails before hitting send. It's absolutely crucial for ensuring reliability. All right, Section 4, memory and execution tools, equipping the agents for action. First off, let's talk about memory, because as we all know, context is everything. This architecture splits memory into two buckets, short-term and long-term. Short-term memory is basically just your conversation history. It remembers what you asked 5 minutes ago, so the chat feels natural and fluid. But long-term memory? Okay, that is a real game changer. Using vector databases and embeddings, the system taps into your company's deep, historical enterprise knowledge base. It can actually remember exactly how you solved a similar issue 3 years ago, even if you completely forgot about it. And right alongside memory, we have the tool layer. These are the execution enablers. When that execution agent we mentioned earlier needs to take action, it reaches right into this toolkit. Just look at the sheer breadth of these tools. We've got APIs, databases, cloud services, enterprise apps, CRMs, and even live code execution. This means the AI isn't just handing you a summary of a problem. It can actually log directly into your CRM, update a client status, write a Python script to process data, and push the whole thing to the cloud. It literally has its hands on the steering wheel. Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Governance and Real-World Impact, Safe, Scalable, and Verifiable. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Giving an AI its hands on the steering wheel sounds a little intimidating, right? Well, to make sure it's safe, the entire architecture is wrapped in what's called cross-cutting infrastructure. Think of these as your built-in, non-negotiable guardrails. You have deep observability and logging, which just means every single move an agent makes is monitored and recorded. You've got strict security and governance, controlling access and ensuring you stay compliant. Plus, there's monitoring for performance and cost, and automated CI/CD for reliable deployment. So you can rest easy knowing this incredibly powerful autonomous system is kept under strict, observable human control at all times. So what does all this careful planning and architecture actually yield? Let's check out the final outputs and outcomes. Step 1, you get accurate, verified results, all thanks to that amazing critic agent. Step 2, you get highly actionable, data-driven insights. Step 3, the system can independently trigger automated workflows. But step 4 is the real kicker, human in the loop. For any high-risk decision, the AI fully stops and waits for a human to give the thumbs up. You are and always will be the ultimate boss. So the main thing I really want you to take away from this explainer is that agentic AI is fundamentally built to drive real-world impact. By solving complex problems step by step, adapting and learning from feedback, maintaining serious safety through self-evaluation, and scaling securely across your enterprise, it takes AI from being just a neat party trick and turns it into an essential driver of measurable business value. Honestly, this architecture right here is how we scale human potential. Well, we have definitely covered a lot of ground today, unpacking a truly revolutionary blueprint for the modern digital workforce. I'm going to leave you with one final thought to chew on. If an AI system can now plan, execute, and course correct entirely on its own, what complex problem are you going to ask it to solve tomorrow? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope it sparks some incredible ideas for your own workflows. Keep learning, keep exploring, and I'll catch you next time.